5-minute focus, episode 37. Traditional publishing versus self-publishing. What things do you need to know to make that decision? I have 4 books with a traditional publisher, an imprint of Simon & Schuster, and I have over 100 books self-published. But the self-publishing journey was long and difficult in finding out what I needed to do, filling those gaps, and making sure I had a checklist. I don't use a checklist, but a checklist to make sure that I'm doing everything whenever I write and then launch a book. With the Legacy House, you still have to work with covers, just providing input. You still have to work with editors. You still have to write the book. Then you still have to market. I had to do a great deal of marketing with my 4 books that are traditional. So keep in mind, it's never going to be you just get to write. Even as a ghostwriter, if you want to go that route and then you just write, you're still having to work with the author on the story, on the beats, on the outline, and making that story come to life, bringing those characters to life, and then you move on to the next book. But that makes money now. It's not necessarily a long-term effort because you still have to write. You have to write every day to make money. But then again, as an indie, I have to write every day to make money because my newest releases bump my old releases. I prefer self-publishing, so I'm kind of jaded on this conversation of should you go legacy or should you go self-publish. Going legacy is not your decision. You have to apply, you have to work, and they may not be taking new clients. And if they are, they may be looking for something very, very specific. UF novels with a 17-year-old female that are 71,000 to 72,000 words long. And you think that's insane. Well, if they know they can sell that exact book, so that's really what they're looking for, what they know they can sell. But so are they open to new stuff? Well, if you're an old author with them, they may be open if you can convince them that they can sell this. But if you can make that pitch and make that sale, why don't you do it for yourself? If you can convince somebody to buy your book, then convince readers to buy your book and keep 100% of the profit. So that's what I'm focused on is working with the readers themselves. So what are the pros for legacy publishing? You get to see your name in print. That's pretty cool. Seeing you go into Barnes and Noble and you see your books. You also get to keep the day job that you love so much because a lot of them don't pay enough. If you get $100,000 advance for a book that's over 3 years or 2 years, guess what? You get a third of it now, a third of it later, and a third of it when it publishes. So that's not a whole lot of money right up front because you deduct your taxes, and all of a sudden, you need your day job to pay for your health care and pay for your stuff and pay your mortgage. What are the pros to self-publishing? You determine everything. You make all the decisions. So if you want to write something that may be a little bit off mainstream genre, you can do that. And then you keep all the profit. You assume all the risk. But then again, as with legacy, you assume all the risk too until they pay you your advance. And that's a rare animal, 1 out of 100. I don't know how many, what the numbers are. I just made that up. But it's not easy to submit your manuscript and then get accepted, work through the process, and all of a sudden, hey, yes, you have a contract. Here's your stuff. But some of the contracts nowadays, make sure you read them completely. I've seen some, and they are not author friendly. They want everything. They want right of first refusal of every future work, and their timing isn't your timing. Hey, I wrote this book. It may or may not fit. Okay, we'll take a look. And a year later, they're still taking a look, and you're sitting on this book that you wrote, and it's earning you no money. As a self-published author, that will never be the case. You will be able to publish a book and start making money right away, assuming that you're doing those other things anyway. You're selling the book through your marketing, through your engagement with readership, and all of that stuff. What are the drawbacks to both? Well, you got to market. You have to keep the stories interesting. You have to write a great story first and foremost. You have to do these things that they cross over both, whether it's legacy or self-publishing. It's a tough decision. It isn't something that, oh, hey, I can't get a legacy anyway, so let me self-publish. you have to keep up your quality. You have to make a book that is indistinguishable from what you would see in the legacy world. And I will tell you that the readers have sent to me notes on typos in my legacy products, and I don't even bother forwarding those to the publisher because I like the fact that there are more typos in my legacy stuff than in my self-published stuff. So, and it's just a few. It's nothing that takes anybody out of the story, but they're there. There's 5 or 6 or something like that. But I don't have that many in my self-published titles. My covers look every bit as professional, and sometimes even more. So you control it. You can be in control. I would rather be in control of everything than have somebody tell me, no, you need to cut 8,000 words off this. Well, this is the story. I'm not cutting 8,000 words off this. Well, you need to if you want to publish it with us. Well, that's those kinds of things you'll run across. Very few people have free reign to write whatever they want. So anyway, that's definitely not me, and probably not us as a whole. So just understand long time once you get accepted with legacy publisher before you actually publish, and a self-published author, when it's ready, you publish, declare victory, and move on to the next story. All right, people. That's enough on legacy versus trad. I'm a big legacy versus self-published. I'm a big indie fan. So I say do it yourself. Keep all the control, keep all the profits, and build your own business where you own the business.